Coach, a couple of days ago, we were asking you about the power play, and here tonight you score 4 of your 6 goals with the man advantage. How great was it to see that?
Yeah, it was awesome. And we, obviously we were at the top of the league, and then it went a little cold. And, we try to, want to develop all our coaches. And so we made a change. Chris Newberry took over penalty kill. Casey took over power play. Give them some different looks, and it obviously worked out tonight.
I think your message too was getting more shots on net, and you obviously saw more of that. You had to be pleased with that.
Yeah, it was real good. Obviously, they're a real good team. They're structured, great coach over there. So they play a real solid game. So I thought our guys did an unbelievable job.
3 games in 3 days, and you pull out all 3 victories. That's a heck of a week for you, isn't it?
Yeah, against really good teams. So proud of the kids. And honestly, I thought it didn't look like a team that played 3-3 tonight. And that's a credit to Rob Maggio and what he does off the ice with these guys, and to our players, that they take care of themselves, and they're learning how to be pros, and obviously it worked out.
I mean, it's changed since you were a player. And I mean, I remember the years in Ottawa, though, you guys must have done a ton of 3-3s.
Yeah.
You don't do them as often. I think you guys have 3 of them this year.
Yeah.
But I don't think people realize how tough that is to come back to back to back with games.
Yeah, and with travel too, right? Like that's the big thing. So we had 3 hours to Kitch, and then 3 hours home last night, and obviously playing 3 really good hockey teams. But it all comes down to how these guys are treated here with food and how they eat. And like I said, Rob Maggio is here every day working with them, and like the credit goes to them and to the organization that puts the right fuel in their body.
But nobody was extending a shift or anything tonight either. I mean,
no, they were quick. We were able to get our 4 lines going, and it helps. Obviously, Dave plays his he rolls his lines, and so that helps us, especially at home, to get good matchups.
When you come out and you end up with the 6 in 3 days, I mean, does that tell you anything about this team?
Yeah, it tells me a lot, and like I said, besides the one period in yesterday's game, the first period, I think we were outstanding. And tonight, I just thought we were connected so well. Our breakouts were unbelievable. Our passing was tape to tape, and we were dangerous. Their goalie played well too. So,
As much as you guys played great offensively, over this 3-game stretch, you've only given up 5 goals too. You have to be pretty proud about how your team has played on the back end.
Yeah, like I said, and it's a credit to Casey, Chris, and the kids just buying into what we talk about every single day, and it's defense first. So, to hold the team like that to under 20 shots, and obviously we're getting great goaltending from both guys, and really happy with tonight's game.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Hi, I'm Dan Gemus, CEO of the Dan Gemus Real Estate Team. When you think real estate in Windsor and Essex County, think of the Dan Gemus Team. We're here to help every step of the way. Learn more at dangemus.com.
Well, guys, that's a pretty big win on a pretty big week. Nice way to finish it off. What do you think of you guys' performance tonight?
You got it. Our performance was great. I think that coming into the game, we knew that we would have these guys if we just played our way and kept to us, and I think we did that pretty well.
I think kind of just building off the last couple games, just building off momentum, and we were happy with the way we played, and I think last night against Kitch was a big confidence booster for our group, so we just brought it into today.
Do you guys take as much pleasure in limiting the other team's scoring chances as much as you guys take pleasure in scoring goals?
We both love playing the other team's top line. It's kind of our assignment every night, so it's fun. It's like a competition, and these last couple of games we've been battling through it, and so we're just happy with the way we've been playing.
Yeah, no, I'd say the same thing, but I think it depends who you ask with that one. I think Borzy loves the O-zone a little bit more than the D-zone, but I like to shut it down. So, it goes hand in hand. But, yeah, we've been doing great keeping the other team's top lines together.
You would have played enough 3-3s your time in North Bay. Is there a different approach you have to take in that third game? Because I'm sure there's not a lot of gas in the tank.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think once you get your legs under you after that first period, you're pretty good. But just for that first period, just keeping things simple, making the first play, the first eyes you see kind of thing, and taking it from there.
Nobody stretched anything tonight, too. I know you guys saw a lot of minutes, but I mean, everybody kept their shifts short for the most part. Weren't trying to do too much with it and sort of keeping those little details in check.
Yeah, I mean, I think that comes from our coaching staff. We knew coming in 3-on-3 was going to be, a lot of ice. So I think just from the start, you kind of have short shifts, and I mean, you kind of like what we've been saying is you build off momentum. A lot of adrenaline takes place when you're playing in these games. So these are all close playoff type games. So the minutes, they don't really feel like you're playing a lot because you're just always into the game.
I mean, you had that stretch there where I think you were about 500 for 10 games after the great start. Do these three say anything about this team?
Yeah, I think it's just that, we are that team that we showed at the start of the year. And I think that kind of like we've talked about before, like in a year there's peaks and valleys. And I think we maybe hit a valley, and I think we're coming out of it stronger and better.
Yeah, no, for sure. Just building off what Forsey said, I think that we had a lot of in-team meetings, player meetings with the coaches, lots of video and stuff to just get us out of that valley. And I think that the boys really dialed in practice this week, and it really showed in the 6 points that we just got.
You guys are defensive partners now. You're interview partners. How close are you two?
We love each other. We spend every second together. So we wanted to join each other for one, maybe start a new trend.
This is going to be a season thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think whenever you guys want one of us, you'll get the other one too. So, I mean, we're partners on the ice. We sit beside each other in the room. So I think I guess now we'll be interviews buddies as well.
You're never too old to play in the mud. The only thing that changes are the toys.
Captain, 2 goals, 1 assist tonight. That's a heck of a performance from your hockey club, especially your 3rd game in 3 days. How happy are you about your team's effort?
Yeah, that was a huge weekend for us. I thought we played really well. We bounced back from that first period, and, it showed on the scoreboard. So, we got to come into practice this week with that intensity and, have another great weekend.
You guys aren't satisfied. 3-3, 3 wins, you're not satisfied.
Well, I mean, there's always to work. There's always stuff to work at. And, the season's obviously not even halfway through. So there's still a lot of stuff to do for us. We want to be the best. We want to, end up in the Memorial Cups at the end of the season. So there's still a lot of work to do, and we're going to continue getting better.
Both your goals came on the power play. How cool is it to finally get the power play going?
Yeah, that was huge for us. Especially in that important time of the game. Our power play it's been a little lacking. These last couple weekends, but that was huge for us. That was huge for the guys, and we're going to continue getting better, obviously, on the power.
What's Casey doing in the power play that sort of changed things up and made it?
Yeah, I think he's really been on us about retrieving pucks and battling and making sure that we have a lot of time in the O-zone. I think he's been great in the power for us, and we're gonna keep getting better, and that's about it.
There's not a lot of 3-3s as much as there used to be in this league, but I mean it's never. How tough is that 3rd game in a 3-3?
Yeah, it's obviously tough, but again, I think our squad is really resilient, and obviously the first period was I don't think it was our best, but we bounced back like we have the last couple of games, and it showed on the scoreboard, and I'm super proud of the guys. Short shifts, so little things like that. I mean, you guys took care of the little details when you get into a situation like that. Yeah, for us, it's the little details are a big part of our game. Wally really grinds on those, and just about, D-zone arrivals and making sure you're in the right spots and making sure, you're getting your stick in the lanes and all that stuff. So for us, the little details have been, a big focus for us, and it's obviously helped, win us games. Looking forward to a day out? Yeah, I definitely am. Definitely am.
You got an assist tonight. You now have 98 career assists. Do you keep track of stuff like that?
No, not really. But that's cool. We'll hit 100 soon for sure.
That's great. Enjoy the day off. Thanks.
Thank you so much.